winning 6 World Cups, 6 FIFA World Player of the Year awards, and even a World Cup, Lionel Messi is undoubtedly the greatest football player to step on the pitch ever. With millions of die-hard fans and even more admirers who are willing to do things like this and this, the man is by far one of the most loved players ever. But that doesn't mean everyone likes the GOAT, as some players straight up hate the man. But why? What did he do? Well, stay tuned, because these are 10 players who absolutely hate Lionel Messi. Sergio Ramos. When Sergio Ramos played with Messi at PSG in 2021, fans all around the world waited patiently for when the stadium would erupt and the two would be in the middle of a WWE match. Sadly, or luckily, depending on how you see it, that day never came. It was extremely weird to watch the two work in unison, walk around together, and even smile at each other. It made no sense because less than a decade before, Sergio Ramos seemed determined to end Messi's career on the pitch. It wasn't even a secret because the two, at least in the eyes of the fans, hated each other more than hot oil and cold water. And you best believe that every time they met, there was always a big explosion on the court. With tackles like this, and even this, Sergio Ramos took every chance he could find to send Messi to the ground in the most dangerous of ways. In fact, a particular El Clasico match on November 29, 2010, Ramos almost successfully ended Messi's career with a tackle that had everyone scared. See, it was a 5-0 match with Barca absolutely schooling Real Madrid. Sergio Ramos, who seemed frustrated by the game, did this. Kicking the back of Messi's left leg and sending him to the ground, Sergio unknowingly brought the anger of not just Messi, but millions of fans on himself. In fact, it got so bad that at some point, Messi actually insulted Ramos's mom, saying, "La concha de tu madre," which we won't be translating for obvious reasons. So, it makes no sense that in 2021, the two rivals now do this. Getting hate from your rival is one thing, but hate from your longtime teammate now, that's just a different level, and that's exactly what happened with the next person. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. First up on our list is the man himself, the light of football, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And in all honesty, Zlatan has a pretty good reason to hate the GOAT. It was the 2009-2010 season, a year after the unstoppable Pep Guardiola became the coach of Barca. See, Pep's dream team had a problem. Their star man Messi was simply not strong enough to take the amount of beatdown he was facing at the front lines. In fact, it got so bad that Pep decided to do something about it. And boy did he do something. On July 26, 2009, Barca announced the man nobody wanted to mess with, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, was joining the club. Now, Zlatan's tenure at Barca wasn't that bad. After all, he scored 22 goals and had 34 goal involvements in 46 matches across 3,338 minutes played. But here's the kicker. Zlatan could have played much better football, but he was stuck on the bench. And it was all because of Messi. How? Well, in late 2009, when Zlatan was just adjusting to the famous Barcelona tiki-taka, Guardiola was in for a shock when he received an SMS from Messi that read, "I can see I'm no longer important to the team." Obviously surprised, the Catalan coach immediately went to talk with Barcelona's finest player, and soon after, the Argentine attacker was moved to a center position. Up until now, Messi had always played right wing, so why did he need to change? Well, Zlatan said it best when asked about his time in Barcelona. "It was a childhood dream and I was walking on air. It started well, but then Messi started to talk. He wanted to play in the middle, not on the wing, so the system changed from 4-3-3 to 4-5-1. I was sacrificed and no longer had the freedom on the pitch I needed to succeed." Soon enough, Zlatan would be benched more often, and before you knew it, he was traded to Inter Milan as the beef from Guardiola favoring Messi made it impossible for the two to even be in the same room together. In fact, when asked about Guardiola, Zlatan said,
"You had a very different experience with him. You called him a coward with no balls. You said when you buy me, you're buying a Ferrari. If you drive a Ferrari, you put premium petrol in the tank, you hit the motorway and you step on the gas. Guardiola filled up with diesel and took a spin in the countryside. He should have bought a Fiat.
The man even threw a club kit at him. Yikes. Even when Zlatan wasn't on the bench, the times he played with Messi were still not so great, as most players passed to Messi and completely ignored Zlatan. That definitely wouldn't have been great for his ego. Anyways, Zlatan's relationship with Messi would get better over time as they played on opposing teams, as the Light of Football had this to say about Messi.
For me, Messi individually is the best player in the world. He deserves to win the Ballon d'Or like every year he won, because in the field he's, like I always say, he's like PlayStation.
So it seems like they buried the hatchet, but who knows? One player who definitely buried the hatchet is the last person you'd ever expect to smile with Messi, because this player straight up tried to break Messi's legs countless times. Pepe. Back in the day, when Real Madrid and Barcelona were at each other's throats every season, Messi was the king of Camp Nou, tearing defenses apart like it was a walk in the park. And then there was Pepe, Real Madrid's no-nonsense defender who took it upon himself to be Messi's worst nightmare. The goals were brutal, the fouls were relentless, and the tension was sky high. Pepe kicked Messi, stepped on his hand, and even threw in a few insults for good measure. It wasn't just about stopping Messi, it was about sending a message. You might be the best, but I am not letting you get past me easily. But here's the thing, no matter what Pepe did, Messi always found a way to shine, and that only made Pepe's hatred grow stronger. It was like Messi was a puzzle that Pepe just couldn't solve, no matter how hard he tried. The frustration boiled over in every clash, turning each encounter into a full-blown war on the pitch. But Pepe's hatred was nothing compared to that of the next player, because Messi even managed to piss off the king of football, Mbappe. Okay, take a quick trip to the 2018 World Cup, when Argentina faced France. It was the first time Mbappe ever met Messi, and in that game, he scored 2 goals, leading France to a 4-3 victory while Messi had no goals. France quickly started saying Mbappe was better, but Mbappe shut it down, saying he respects Messi but feels he could be better in 3 years. Fast forward 4 years, and boom, the two are now teammates, and man did Mbappe hate that, though he played it cool on the surface.
Lionel Messi seems to be getting better all the time.
It's easy to play with Lionel Messi. He's the best player in the world. He won the Ballon d'Or a few days ago.
The man was so jealous and pissed that he even threatened to go to Madrid and only stayed because PSG offered him £150 million. When Messi rolled into PSG in August 2021, he wasn't just bringing his dazzling skills, he was also stealing the limelight. Mbappe, who had been the big cheese at PSG, suddenly found himself overshadowed by Messi's superstar status. He even got angry when they passed to the GOAT and not him. But he couldn't hide forever, and during a match against Montpellier, things blew up. Mbappe was fuming when Messi didn't pass to him, and the frustration boiled over when Mbappe shoved Messi in a moment caught on camera. Mauro Icardi. Okay, it definitely seemed like it was a miracle there was no brawl when Messi played at PSG, because the 37-year-old played with not one, but 2 players who absolutely hated his guts. The second one being the second boy from Rosario, Mauro Icardi. On paper, Icardi and Messi should be best friends. They came from the same place, were prolific youth scorers at the junior level, and even joined Barca as teenage prodigies. But that isn't the case. In fact, this was Messi's reaction to Icardi scoring a goal. In case you don't see it, Messi didn't celebrate, and they were on the same team. So why does he hate him? And why did the smiling assassin refuse to smile at him? Well, it all boils down to Messi allegedly being the reason why Icardi has only played for his country 8 times. Even after, according to Hernan Crespo, becoming one of the best penalty box strikers in the world. In fact, the last time he actually played for his team was in 2013, almost 11 years ago. To show you just how insane that is, Icardi was on fire for Inter, scoring 27 goals in the 2014-15 season, and somehow still wasn't called up. This wasn't even all because the 27 goals were just the beginning of a streak where he ended up scoring 91 Serie A goals over 4 seasons. And, you guessed it, he still wasn't called up. But why would Messi do Icardi like this? Well, according to Icardi and many fans, it's because Icardi didn't fit into Messi's clique. And why didn't he? Well, that, my friends, would be because of his wife, Argentine model, television presenter, and football agent, Wanda Nara. The whole Icardi wife drama started when Mauro Icardi began dating Wanda Nara, who was married to his former teammate Maxi Lopez. Of course, this caused a huge scandal because Wanda left Lopez for Icardi, and it became a big deal in the media. However, the drama didn't stop there because Wanda also became Icardi's agent, which led to more headlines as she often spoke out about his career and contract negotiations. This whole situation caused a rift, especially with Lopez, and it's still talked about among football fans till today. But here's the kicker. Maxi Lopez was Lionel Messi's close friend, so the theory goes that Messi was disgusted by Icardi's behavior and told the coaches that they would have to choose between him and Icardi. I mean, Icardi even said, "I didn't make the list because I didn't fit into Messi's clique. I don't get along with Leo, and my name got dropped." Although he later withdrew his statement and even claimed the two of them were cool. Today, Icardi seems to have buried the hatchet too. Although he hasn't played any national games, the talented striker congratulated Messi on winning a Qatar and even said, "I am more happy for you than for myself." Okay, so Icardi's case was more of a proxy fight, but this next player straight up wanted to fight Messi, and did we mention he was his teammate? Nicolas Bordiso. Okay, so this is a juicy story. Before the Argentine player became a football manager, he was once a good center back, and he played for his nation, at least until the 2011 Copa America. See, Argentina's Copa America run wasn't all roses and fun, as the team was struggling and everyone was feeling the hate. Things became even worse because earlier in the game, Bordiso tried to get the ball to Messi, but it didn't quite work out. Messi got frustrated, and Bordiso, who was already mad about how the match was going, wasn't ready to back down. As you'd expect, this led to a fiery argument on the pitch, and their teammates, including Sergio Aguero, had to step in to keep things from getting worse. Bordiso, who at the time was a solid defender who had won the Argentine Championships, 3 Copa Libertadores, and 2 Intercontinental Cups with nearly 500 career appearances, wasn't happy with Messi's effort, and well, he called him out for it. Messi didn't like this, and things soon got very heated. They were so heated that they nearly threw punches in the locker room. But the fight wasn't the craziest part because, after that showdown, Bordiso never played for Argentina again. Strange, right? Some fans even think Messi might have had something to do with that. After all, he seemed to have done the same to Icardi. This rumor only added fuel to the fire, and in the end, Bordiso's hatred for Messi wasn't just about football, it was personal. But Bordiso wasn't the only player who fought with Messi, because the next player even got the two of them sent off the field. Álvaro Arbeloa. When it comes to stopping Messi on the ball, no one can tell you just how hard it is like a Real Madrid player. I mean, the man has been a terror since his debut against the team in November 2005. Messi spent 17 seasons in Spain, where he won 10 La Liga and 6 Copa del Rey titles. He also won the UEFA Champions League on 4 occasions during his time with the Catalan Giants. So, of course, Real Madrid players will definitely be on the list of players who hate Messi. But Alvaro took things to a whole different level. Just take a look at what he did in a 2013 match. But that wasn't all. He did this too. After playing for Real for 7 years and appearing in 237 matches, Alvaro has made it clear he wasn't a fan of Messi. In an interview, he even said, "He's very good, although I've never been able to enjoy it, watching him, and I don't think I ever will. I hope he retires before long. I'm counting down the days." Retiring in 2017, Alvaro made this statement in 2019, meaning he still holds the hate even though he doesn't play anymore. Now that's true hating right there. Kendrick would be proud. Alvaro played for Real from 2009 to 2016, and during that period, the player made sure to make Messi's life on the pitch hell. Unlike others on the list, Alvaro never apologized and even stuck to his claims and the chance he got, but somehow, he isn't the biggest hater from Real Madrid. There you have it, 10 players who hated Messi. Although many reconcile with him, others still carry the hatred with them as they go. There is no doubt that on his way to the top, Messi definitely made so many powerful enemies. But what do you think? Is Messi the GOAT? Who would you like to see us talk to next? And do you hate Messi? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Also, check out this video on how Lamine Yamal could be the next Messi. Until next time, stay safe.